Brian.
And I'm Logan. And this is Tops. Sup. He's Bottoms. He's Troubles. Yep. Avocados. Oh, wow, it's been like 12 years since we got a zombie deck.
Been forever.
Literally. Wow. Whoa. And more Crush Cards! Hi, team! Happy Monday, my terrific tuners. It's been 84 years and we finally have a zombie deck profile for you guys. Yeehaw!
For anyone who does not know or may be new to the channel, Zombies is my absolute favorite deck. However, you can thank Tri-Brigade for this deck profile because I've literally been playing Tri-Brigade nonstop for like 3 to 4 months now, and I honestly think the deck is kind of just boring. So I started to go back to some of my roots and just playing some decks that I really enjoy. Zombies is always the first deck that I go back and revisit, and I actually had a little bit of luck with this. We took this to the Big 3 Deals box tournament, so if you haven't checked that out, feel free. The link will be up in the corner. And then we also took this to locals when we got back to New York. So when I took this to the Big 3 Deals tournament, all day I only went X2 and I literally lost to Drytron and Drytron. So like, that's pretty fair. And then when I went to locals, I actually took this deck and went X1.
I was his only loss. That was really validating, especially because I played Paleo.
Turns out this deck doesn't do very well against set 5 pass, but Zombies has always been my favorite deck. It's a really cool deck. I like playing like a more combo style. I know a lot of people really like to play Control. A lot of people like to play Eldritch. This is neither of those. So this is just a really cool take on the deck. I'd like to think that some of the success that came from some of those matches and those wins actually came from some of the brand new support that we just got out of Dawn of Majesty. Ready Fusion is a really generic card that you can play in any single deck, and I think it's probably one of the best tech cards for Zombies.
So make sure you guys let us know if you like the profile, and always stay tuned to the end of the video where we will be doing a test hand and showing you guys the combo of whatever this deck can do at this point.
But with all that being said, if you guys are not already a subscriber, feel free to go down, hit that subscribe button, throw this video a like, and put in the comment section down below your favorite fusion monster.
Mine's Colossus, because he's coming back to one next list. Anyway, we also have an Instagram with @CrushCardsYugioh. Feel free to come give us a follow if you want to interact with us a little bit more. We also have a super wholesome Discord community. It's absolutely bopping. Feel free to go check it out. Links in the description box down below. I'm on there all the time. And then last but not least, if you want to further support the channel, September is literally in like 2 days, so feel free to go check out the Patreon. Wow, that's pretty nice. We have really amazing benefits. There's lots of rewards. Bloopers will be up. Feel free to check it out.
And the side deck for this will be up on Patreon in the next day or two.
Wow, but if not, that's okay. We're just happy you're here. But with all that out of the way, get your zombie master caps on and let's get jiggy with it. Beauty zombie, because he's singing and dancing. It's a dance party. Scarlet Sanguine, where are you?
So starting off for our starter cards, obviously we have triple copies of Unizombie. I honestly just think this is probably one of the best starter cards ever printed for like an archetype ever. And if the majority of these cards do look darker, they are Europrint, so you know, have no fear. These are real cards, but I love Europrint cards. It's a zombie deck, a lot darker. I just think there's a lot of really cool synergy here. But Unizombie, once again, probably the best starter card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It is a zombie monster. That's number 1. Number 2, it's a tuner. Number 3, it's a dark. Number 4, it's a level 3. And then number 5, it has like 2 really incredible effects. The first of which is that it can discard any card from your hand. So you can get any of your cards out of your hand into your graveyard, which is really strong. And then the other effect is it has the ability to Foolish Burial any zombie monster from your deck to your graveyard. Both of which will increase levels on the field, and we are playing some rank 3 stuff. So you are playing some level 1s, which allow you to increase their levels to number 3 because you can use effect number 1, increase it to a level 2, and then effect number 2, increase it to level 3. Bam. It's absolutely fabulous.
Bananas. Wild. Spooky. Scary. Skeletons. Best starter card in the game, don't at me.
And then speaking of starter cards, we are on double copies of Gozuki. This is just another copy of Foolish Burial, because during the main phase, you can send 1 zombie type monster from your deck to the graveyard. It's really awesome. This is not an on-summon effect. It's actually something you can choose to activate. So I like to like put this on the field, get an extender, then choose to activate this, because you're kind of telling your opponent that you already have plays going on. So usually mind game wise, they're always willing to just let this resolve once you can show them the extenders. It also has the additional effect where if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish 1 zombie type monster from your graveyard except this card, and then special summon a zombie monster from your hand. So kind of a pseudo starter and extender all in one. We are not playing solitaire. I mean, like, for anyone who's never seen the zombie profiles before,
no.
we do not like solitaire in this deck. Solitaire literally just loses to Ash, to Imperm, to Veil, or any of the other hand traps that, you know, are seeing meta play all over the place. So we are playing 5 starter cards, and that is all.
Oh my god, but what if I want to normal summon my solitaire, tribute him, and then get Ashed and pass? That is clearly the superior play, Brian.
Or you could just open Gamma, because that's what all the good duelists do.
Gee.
And then for Gozuki's big brother, we are playing triple copies of Mizuki Secret Rare. This card is literally just absolutely ridiculous. Shout out to everyone in the comment section who can guess the 3 languages that these are. We asked this in the last zombie profile, and I think about 12% of people got it correct.
Yeah,
so.
It turns out you guys aren't super well-rounded with your languages, but it's okay. This is round 2. I believe in you this time. Let us know in the comments, what 3 languages are these in? The winner gets nothing but the approval of Mom. That's me.
And we'll pin your comment. Why not? First person to get it gets a pin comment.
First person who gets it right gets their comment pin. There we go.
If you don't know what Mizuki does, it's literally a not hard once per turn banish to reborn any card in your graveyard that's a zombie, which when Zombie World is up is every card in your graveyard.
Yeah, he's just a zombie loop. Reborn. Get it? Because they're zombies, they're undead. Wow, undead cards. Really good.
And then we play 3 copies of Necroworld Banshee. I feel like this has kind of just like been my standard ratio. I don't really think I've changed these. The reason that we play this card at 3 is because Zombie World is a very pivotal part to your deck, and it is actually really good against like the main deck in the format right now, which is Tri-Brigade. They can't banish Winged Beast, Beast Warriors, or any of that other beast type stuff because you can activate this effect from the field or from the graveyard, quick effect banish it to activate, directly activate Zombie World from your deck to your side of the field.
Heck yeah.
Also really good that it's a quick effect because if you can like set up multiple of these, you can like get the first Zombie World and then have this as an interaction to trigger your Doom King on your side of the field on your opponent's turn. It also has like a passive effect where while this card's face up on the field, your opponent can't target Zombie World, but like that doesn't ever come up.
She's our thick baby girl and we love and respect her. Thank you, Banshee, for doing your job.
The next card, new addition to the deck, is the 1 copy of Plague Spreader Zombie.
Ooh, that's an ultimate rare, but it ain't
is.
first.
I know it's not first. One day it'll be first, but it's still an ulti. So Plague Spreader is actually a really cool interaction with this deck because a lot of decks are out there like Sky Strikers, Pendulums, a lot of other Spellcaster type decks are able to play the Selene combo where you can go like Fiber, grab out an Effect Veiler, make Selene, and then bring back the Effect Veiler with Selene, and then just make access code. This is the same exact thing. We just make Needle Fiber specials Plague, you link them away into Unicorn. You don't even have to spin the card, but then you can top deck a card for your Plague Spreader and then just make access code for free that way. So just a really cool extender. It's a tuner, and it's also just a really easy card to side out if you don't like seeing. And we are playing the 1 copy of our Glow Up Bloom. This card literally just gets you direct access to the boss monster in the deck, which we'll cover in 10 seconds. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and add 1 level 5 or higher zombie type monster from your deck to your hand, or if Zombie World is face up on the field, special summon it. Absolutely fantastic. The only thing is that with this card, once you activate and resolve that effect, you are locked into special summoning zombie monsters for the rest of the turn. So just make sure that this is the last thing you do.
He really misses his brother Glow Up Bulb.
Yeah, he does.
Shout out to Bulb.
I do too.
We miss you, buddy.
And then, for everyone's favorite, the best boss monster ever printed out of a structure deck, double copies of Europrint English 1st edition Doom King.
Yeah, you heard me, UCT. Your deck sucks now.
Yeah, oh, especially without that miscellaneous
Yeah,
source,
how's it
dog.
feel being the 2nd best boss monster out of a structure
All
deck?
you Dino players, I feel real bad. I told you the day was coming. All you did was talk junk about how UCT is the best boss monster. Bruh, UCT isn't even seeing play anymore. He's shelved right now, collecting dust.
UCT got KO'd. Poor guy. He's just, crying in the club all alone. 1 miss.
So the reason that Doom King is the best boss monster ever printed out of a structure deck is because during the standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard and there is a face-up field spell on either player's side of the field, this card will just special itself from the graveyard. Every single turn, a loopable boss monster, your opponent literally can get rid of it, and then he just comes right back. And then the best part is that this card has 2 interruptions on both player's turn. Anytime a zombie monster activates its effect, this card can chain to negate or chain to banish. You can use both effects, you just cannot use them both in the same sequence. So a negate, a banish, and a recurable boss monster, and like it's level 8, it's a dark, it's 2800 attack. This thing's nutty.
Also, it doesn't even target for the banish. That's wild. Brian just really likes decks that have non-targeting banish.
Yo, let's go! Bye, Dragoon!
Oh, Shrek, you're really pretty. Love you, bud. Anyway, that's Doom King. Here's Wonderwall.
And then, off to our extender package, we are still on triple copies of Jester Confit.
Jester Confit.
I'll swear by this card until the day I die. This card is absolutely ridiculous. This card literally just says you can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. It's a level 1 spellcaster. So, like, I know it doesn't come up often, but it does help you out that silly Secret Village lock that some people may or may not be playing if they're playing like an invoked deck.
Oh, am I still playing that card?
You were. And realistically, it's just a dark monster that special summons itself for free. It's a level 1. You can bump it up with Unizombie, as we stated before, to make it a level 3. Really, really cool. I really enjoy the synergy, and it's a level 1 monster, which will come up for something in our extra deck. And then just like super self-explanatory. The dangers, level 3, level 3, level 7.
I vote they can come to 2. Wow, you said that really fast. Yeah, I think all the dangers can come to 2. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, which I probably am, but I feel like it's been enough time. It's either that or Colossus comes to 1. I understand if Colossus comes to 1, we can't have them all too, but like, give me something, Konami.
Yeah, I'm about it. I mean, once again, level 3, really cool, and this is level 7. We are playing some level 8 synchros, exactly 1. So this plus your glow up bloom is actually really, really great.
Danger! Scared you, didn't I?
And then moving off to our going second package, we've actually never been a huge fan of hand traps in this deck. However, that's changed. We're officially on triple copies of Ash Blossom,
Forehead, not feet.
triple copies of our Ghost Belle and
Best
Haunted
girl.
Mansion, double copies of Effect Veiler, and then 3 copies of Ultimate Rare Forbidden Droplet.
What the heck?
This is just an insane package in this deck. Ash and Belle are both zombies and both level 3. Effect Veiler is also level 1, and I know that these like may sound a little strange, but we are playing double Needle Fiber in the extra deck, and we do have a ton of really cool things that we can do, because with the level 3s we can make rank 3 plays, or with the Effect Veiler being a level 1, we can also make other synchro plays as well. We also have the ability to get Plague Spreader, and they're just interruptions on our opponent's turn as well. And then like, man, Droplet is literally just an insane card in this deck. The amount of games I've won by like discarding a Mizuki and a Banshee off of a Droplet is just wild.
Well, yeah, I mean, in this deck, discarding just nets you more, honestly.
Sorry, it's not discarding, it's sending.
Sending. Oh my god, here comes the comments. Oh, it's not discard, it's that. What? Put stuff in the grave,
Yeah,
alright?
and it doesn't target. Like, this card is literally the best card in the entire deck.
Anyway, that's that. Moving on.
And then, super self-explanatory, we're playing 3 copies of Zombie World. This card just makes everything on both players' fields and in both players' graveyard zombie types. And then we're not playing against True Draco anymore. But that was relevant because neither player can actually tribute summon monsters except for zombie-type monsters. So, really awesome Floodgate against Tri-Brigade. They literally cannot play through this card. It's absolutely wild.
Zombies has always been one of the best rogue decks. It has a built-in Floodgate. It has one of the best boss monsters
Ever
like
printed out of a set
ever. The starters in this deck are insane. This deck's just so good. It's so fun. Play it. Play this deck.
And then for our one-up spells, we are on 1 copy of Foolish Burial. It's literally just, you know, your 6th pseudo starter.
Yeah.
The 1 copy of Called By because hand traps and, you know, other interaction. And then the 1 copy of Instant Fusion. Just a really, really good extender. And then speaking of really, really good extenders, we are on triple copies of Ready Fusion.
Woohoo! Instant Fusion 2.0.
This card is just absolutely wild. Like, I know a lot of people think that this card is super overrated. This card is 1,000,000,000% underrated. This card says pay 1,000 life points, get any attribute, get any level, get any type, get any tuner. Like, this thing is insane. You pay 1,000 life points and literally get whatever utility you need. This card is wild.
Level 6 or lower normal, not effect, you know, monster.
Yeah, you're also able to make some rank 3 plays with this. Like, this card is just insane for the deck.
Anyway, let's go on to the extra deck. That's this card. This card's really good. Get it while it's cheap, team.
Alright, moving off to the extra deck, we have the 1 copy of our Relinquished Anima. I will say, this actually was Link Karibo. Shout out to Chandler. If you haven't checked Chandler's Altergeist profile out, feel free to go check it out. Chandler's the one who kind of like pseudo-convinced me to play this card because Link Karibo is kind of a vanilla monster, and this actually allows you to go second. You can use your Bloom, get it into the graveyard, trigger Doom King, and get an interruption with the Anima, or you can also just use your Jester Confit going second, still have an additional body on board, bait and negate, try to take something. It's just a really, really good card. It serves the same exact purpose as Link Karibo, so we figured why not play in a card that actually has like some relevance.
Yeah, he's like your whatever eyes restrict, but
Thousand
like
Eyes.
in a Link, yeah, the 1,000 eyes, but in a Link form, and he's really good. He's also going up in price at a dual overlord.
Yo,
so
he
make
is.
sure,
It's like 15
yeah,
bucks.
get him while he's hot, you know? Get him while you can. He's a really good card. I think this is a really nice deck in this deck, honestly.
And then we're playing the 1 copy of IP Masquerena.
Woo, best girl.
Doesn't really come up often, but like it does sometimes. And then the 1 copy of our Vampire Sucker.
Other best girl.
Generic draw card and just generic Link 2. And then our pseudo zombie card, Barricade Board Blocker. We just gotta take a second real quick to thank Konami for giving us a foil version
Yeah, Konami,
of this card.
If it was because of Brian's zombie decks, we really appreciate it, because I'm pretty sure we were the only people asking for the super.
For this card in a foil. So shout out to Konami. Y'all are the best for listening. If you listen, if not, yo, this was the best super rare you could have ever given us. So thank you so much. The reason that this card is so good is because it has an effect where this card activates on its Link summon to discard 1 card as the cost, and then during the end phase of this turn, you can add a continuous or field spell from your graveyard back to your hand.
Whack.
So mid-game, you can like recur some of your zombie worlds, or even if you don't have a zombie world, you can still activate the effect, pay cost, and get like a Mizuki out of your hand. This is just
Wild.
insane.
It's so goofy. Thank you for all your hard work, team. We appreciate all of you.
Literally the best card in this extra deck. Like, no cap, double copies of Ultimate Rare Needle Fiber.
Oh, use Needle Fiber. He got everyone banned. Sorry,
This
Ball.
card is so good. Honestly, this card is the reason that this deck is good. We all know that. So, like, shout out to everyone thinking that this card needs to be banned because it doesn't. Because this card says that if this card is link summoned, you can special summon one level 3 or lower tuner monster from your hand or deck in defense position, but its effects are negated.
I love that we have all this food in our zombie deck. We've got noodles, we've got our little instant food packet, we've got our ramen cup. This deck is so versatile. It's spooky and delicious. What more do you need?
Also, I know a lot of people probably don't know this, but Needle Fiber does have a second effect. This
It
card
does?
says, quick effect during your opponent's main or battle phase, you can banish this card you control and then special summon one tuner synchro monster from your extra deck. This does count as a synchro summon. You can only activate each effect of Needle Fiber once per turn. So, this gets you a free card out of your extra deck, and it allows you to play even further. And it's a quick effect. When Zombie World's face up on the field, it just triggers your Doom King as well. Really, really awesome card.
Super wild that it activates in battle phase too. Like, wow. It's just like, yeah, just do whatever. Man, this card's good.
The reason we are playing two is because one gets Bloom out of the deck, and then the second one allows us to just continually play even further as more of like an extender, because as we said, you can get out some level 3s from your deck, make some rank 3 plays, or you can just get out cards like Plague Spreader or any other card your link 2 becomes a link 3, and then you just get to go off from there.
I feel like some rogue decks, especially rogue combo decks, struggle with follow-up, so I feel like the second Needle Fiber just helps make that facilitated.
This card is nuts in the deck.
That didn't make sense, but you get what I mean.
And then just moving off for the rest of our links, we are playing the one copy of our Nightmare Unicorn, the one copy of our Appaloosa, and then
Appaloosa.
obviously our access code Tucker. This card is just wild.
Big Boss Daddy, is he getting reprinted in the tins? I don't know.
I hope so.
I don't think so. I don't know why. But that's it. This card says no to monsters. This card goes yeet, spins, and this card just gets you to this card, and this card goes big and wins you the game. I don't really feel like these
Really
need
the truth.
explaining, but bear.
And then for our Synchro monsters, a copy of Formula Synchron. This is our Synchro Tuner monster that we are summoning off of Needle Fiber. And it says when this card is Synchro summoned, you can draw one card. A really cool +1 to activate. Also triggering Doom King, draws you a card. And then it has the ability where during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can immediately after this effect resolved, Synchro summon using cards you control with this card on your opponent's turn. Really cool. Like just get you another big boss monster.
So good.
That card is actually this bad boy right here, Shiranui Sun Saga.
What a stud muffin. God, what's with guys and horses and, I don't know, bird faces? I'll shrink.
This card's just 3,500 and pops a card. That's literally all it does. It's really good. It's 3,500, pops a card, and then like you get to recur the Doom King that you use to make this next turn. Fun fact, I actually lost in a match against Drytron because I activated everything 100% perfectly. They had one card left in their hand, and it was freaking Foolish Burial. So they just made Gamma.
You know, I respect every Drytron player, but please stop.
I know.
Just stop.
Like the one-off sack to make Gamma to make Verte to make Dragoon to pop this third.
Oh.
Oh man, I was tilted, but it is what it is.
Ban Verte. Let me know in the comments. I go Ban Verte. I think
ban list prediction coming soon. And then
Yeah.
the last Synchro monster is our one copy of
Ooh.
Chaos Ruler, the Chaotical Magical Dragon, whatever you want to call it.
That guy.
Chaos Ruler.
That guy.
This card says when this card is Synchro summoned, you can activate the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you do, add one of the Excavated Light or Dark monsters from that to your hand, and then the rest are sent to the graveyard. Really cool. Fills up your graveyard. Gets you a lot of really awesome resources. You can search cards like Effect Veiler. You can get copies of cards like, I don't know, Unizombie if you need a starter for next turn, Banshee, Jester Confit for extension. Like, this card's just really, really good. It's a big level 8, and it just puts itself on the board. It's just, this card's insane.
He reminds me of like a New Age retrained Better Curious.
Yeah,
like
kinda.
just in every better way.
Yeah, we don't make this card often for what it's worth because we aren't playing like super easy routes to get to it, but there are some really cool things you can do with the level manipulation in this deck to get to this card and just get some of your really awesome side cards as well. So make sure you check that out on Patreon in the link in the description box down below. Next, literally the best zombie card ever printed that is not a Link, Synchro, or Fusion. It is an Xyz. It's Levier the Sea Dragon. This card literally just says, once per turn, detach one material from this card, target one of your banished level 4 or lower monsters, special summon it. This card literally just says, get back Mizuki. It's insane.
Crazy.
And then you link them off, and then you just banish the Mizuki again. Really crazy.
Loops.
And then for our fusion targets, we are playing the one copy of Flame Ghost, and then the one copy of Sea Monster of Theseus. For anyone who is wondering, this says your favorite shark. That is Shad from Big 3 Deals. Shout out to Big 3 Deals. Links in the description box down below. If you are looking for any of your sealed product, you can use the discount code CrushCards5. Helps the channel, helps them, helps us, helps you. Everyone gets the benefit.
So make sure you go click the link in the description box down below. It's the first link in the description action. You're welcome. These are our ready fusion targets.
Yes, and instant fusion at the same time. You literally just want to play as many extenders as possible and play hand traps. So level 3, and it's a zombie monster, so you can get into your Leviair, or you are playing the Sea Monster of Theseus because it is a tuner. Helps you get into Needle Fiber. If you open like ready fusion and like a Gozuki, you can still go full combo regardless. So that is the extra deck. Let's get into the test hand portion of the video, and we will showcase exactly what this deck is capable of.
What does it mean? What does it do? What's new, Scooby-Doo? It's a zombie.
Alright team, here we are. We're going to shuffle these up real quick, get them nice and randomized because they were just profiled out. And then we're just going to do a test hand. We like to do a test hand for every single deck profile or combo tutorial, whatever you want to call it. But I think ours are a little bit different than other content creators because some people like to showcase like 1 card, 2 card, 2.5, 3 card combos. We like to actually just shuffle the deck up and show a randomized 5 card hand just to show the exact consistency of the deck and like what the deck actually looks like sometimes. So we'll shuffle these up. Hope you guys like the deck as much as we do, and then we'll see what we can get.
We're also going to start streaming on Twitch soon at twitch.tv/crushcards, so make sure you come give us a follow because we're going to start streaming this weekend.
Alright, so we'll start off with, yo, this card's insane.
Mizuki.
We'll take 2 of them. Oh my god, the best way to get Mizuki out of your hand. A Zombie World, and oh man, alright, well that's actually kind of wild. Alright, so we're gonna just start off with normal summoning Unizombie. We're not activating any effects, and then we're going to just activate the Zombie World. Now we're just gonna, I don't know, shuffle our hand real quick, and then just reveal Tsuchinoko in our hand. We literally can't lose here. This is literally, there's no way we lose this.
Alright, it's me, the Dice Lady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Wow, I'm doing a terrible job. It's 6!
Alright, we'll hit the Mizuki. Throw Mizuki to the grave, and then our Tsuchinoko will attempt to special, and then Such effect to draw. Wow, we drew a hand trap. That's even better.
Amazing.
So now what we can do is we can activate Unizombie's effect targeting itself, send a Mizuki from our hand, and then if we do want, we can also activate the Unizombie effect again, targeting itself, sending a copy of a card from our deck to our graveyard.
That's a zombie.
And that's Gozuki. The reason that this card is actually really good is because we did open up double copies of Mezuki, so this is just like a triple, quadruple extender because we're going to activate the Mizuki, banishing it to special summon out our Gozuki. Now we can activate the Gozuki's effect, sending our Glow Up Bloom from the deck to the graveyard. Now for what it's worth, this is where you would send your Banshee, but we did hard draw the Zombie World, which is why I really enjoy playing 3 of them. We are not going to trigger the Bloom because, oh my god, it's like we have a Mizuki or something in the graveyard. That's kind of wild because we can bring it back, or if not, we're going to try to manage our resources super well here by linking our Gozuki and our Unizombie into the graveyard.
And everyone's favorite couple, Soup Noodle Fiber.
Yeah, this card's insane.
What a guy. Ruining your life.
We're now going to activate the Fiber effect. We'll just honestly grab another copy of Unizombie here. This playline does change just because of what we opened. So as I said, if you didn't open Zombie World, you would like off of the Gozuki, you'd send Banshee, and then off of the Needle Fiber, you'd special out the Bloom, but we already have access to Zombie World. So now we're going to get 2 level 3s, and we are going to overlay into our Leviair, the Sea Dragon, activate the effect, detaching the Unizombie, or it can honestly be the Such, and then we can special summon back our Mizuki. Now look at this graveyard. We have a Bloom, Gozuki, Mezuki, we have double Unizombie, and right here we have some pretty crazy cards that we can use as well.
Loaded.
So what I would like to do here is I'm going to activate the Mizuki, and I'm going to bring back our Glow Up Bloom here. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 into a 4 material Appaloosa, and then obviously here our Bloom will now trigger because it was sent to the graveyard 1 more time, so we will banish it now, special summoning our Doom King directly from our deck. And the reason that I'd like to make Appaloosa, if I can, before is because a lot of decks that know, or a lot of players that know that the Bloom gets you the Doom King, they'll always try to ash the Bloom so that you don't get Doom King access. But with Appaloosa, you're always guaranteed you're protected. This is a 4 material Appaloosa. We do have Doom King, and then just for an additional interaction here, we are going to banish the other Mizuki to bring back our Needle Fiber. And then this is going to be our end board. I know we only have technically 1 card in hand, but it is a hand trap, really good hand trap as well. Stops Revolt. This stops Tri Brigade. You have 2 interactions here. You also have the Appaloosa, which is 4 negates.
Yeah.
Plus you have the Needle Fiber. Now both of these are quick effects, so they will trigger the Doom King because Zombie World is face up on the field. You do have Bell, zombie card as well, so it will also trigger Doom King. And then once again, once we go into our opponent's turn, depending on what they do or try to set up, especially if it's like a back row deck, one of my favorite plays is activating the Needle Fiber, banishing it, which triggers Doom King if you would like. This will special summon our Formula Synchron, and then Formula Synchron triggers to draw us a card. Yo, that's pretty wild.
Jesus Christ, cycling to mass on a bike on a Tuesday.
I mean, like, and we already have we have a bunch of cards in our graveyard that are pretty good. None of them are synchros, but you know what? This is a synchro, so we can activate this effect now. Quick syncing after you use the 2 interactions with Doom King. Into our Shiranui Sun Saga. Sun Saga activates, putting back the Formula Synchron because Zombie World is face up, popping a card, and then obviously on our standby phase, we'll draw a card first. Really good. And then standby phase, Doom King triggers, special summons itself. You have still an Appaloosa, you have a 3500 attack monster, you have 2 extenders, and you also have a hand trap. Now, once again, why I really enjoy playing the hand traps that are tuners is because you can just normal summon this. These 2 make Fiber gets you Plague, and then you just make access code that way as well with an Appaloosa on field.
That's pretty damn big, Chief.
But yeah, that's the deck. Really fun. I really enjoy this deck. I've been playing it a lot at like locals and other tournaments. It's definitely not a tier 1 deck, so take that with a grain of salt, but it's a very competent deck. I think it plays through a lot. It allows you to play against a lot of things, and it's just a really awesome deck that you can play either combo or control. I just choose to go a little bit more the combo route because I think it's more consistent.
I also think it's a little more viable at this point. I also think combo is just a lot more viable right now. It's been driving me nuts that his graveyard's been glaring this whole time. Sorry, team, but I really like this version of the deck. I don't know how you couldn't. I mean, look what it puts up. I mean, yeah, sure, Rivalry Pass is cool, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let us know if you like it in the comment section down below, and if you're gonna play, make sure you comment your favorite fusion monster and check out our Twitch at twitch.tv/crushcards. Obviously, there's nothing on it right now, but we are gonna start streaming on Twitch this weekend, so make sure you come hang out with us. I'd love to have you there. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. We love you. You matter. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, team. Bye, friends. Bye. 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 Have a good day. Spooky. Is it Halloween yet? It almost is. Go get your pumpkin spice lattes, team. They're already out. You can get it right now. Right meow.